Yo, 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 and we back at it. We back at it. As promised, I told y'all we going live twice today. So as promised, we back at it again with New Music Friday live part 2. And y'all already know what time it is. Like I promised y'all, man, we're gonna have a special guest on with y'all. You know what I'm saying tonight. And hey, I got an OG on here with me. If you from Florida. You know what I'm saying? You tapped into this music scene for real, then you'll know what this is. DJ Purfiya, you know what I'm saying? Real OG in the game, real OG DJ. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the OG DJs out there been doing their thing, putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? If you're a music head like me, you know what I'm saying? You study the game. You know what I'm saying? That you'll already know. You'll do your history. You'll do your due diligence. And you'll know, you know what I'm saying, the DJs and the music heads that, you know what I'm saying, real deal put on, you know what I'm saying, for the Florida music, you know what I'm saying, breaking artists, you know what I'm saying. So, like I said, if you know, you know, you know what I'm saying. So, without further ado, man, let me go ahead and bring my OG on, man. DJ Purfiya, let's get it. Purfiya,
Hey,
what's good?
hey, what's going on, everybody? How
Hey,
y'all
man,
doing?
y'all like I told the people, man, you know what I'm saying. Well, we Florida based, you know what I'm saying, but we hitting on, you know what I'm saying, different territories and shit. But like I said, man, if you from Florida, you know what I'm saying, you from this music scene for real, and you done did your, you know what I'm saying, your due diligence, and you know what's up, then you already know about DJ Purfiya. So, like I said, it's an honor for me, you know what I'm saying, to have you on, you know what I'm saying, on the platform, man. So appreciate you for taking some time out and hopping on with us.
Oh no, hey man, appreciate you coming, reaching out, having me come on. I really do appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And hey, first of all, thank you for all the shout out, all the love and all that. But hey, you've been doing your thing for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So hats off to you. And all the new rappers, all the new DJs, all the new promoters. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you guys are carrying the torch. That's how I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like those of us been 20 years, 30 years, 40 years deep in the game. You guys keep on moving with this. You know what I'm saying? So hey, salute to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Hey, appreciate it, Purfiya. Well, like I said, man, we got a lot of stuff on the docket. I'm gonna bring up this. Well, if y'all was tapping in with me at the 3 o'clock hour, dang, I just deleted the flyer though, but it's all good. I got a couple pictures still up here. We did the we went over Young Thug and you know what I'm saying, he got out of jail yesterday, but he got 15 years probation. We did the whole rundown on that. We tapped into Tyler the Creator, Chromacopia, if I'm not mistaken. That's how you say it. His album, and we also touched on the Megan Thee Stallion That Too album. So, like I said, man, if y'all wasn't here with us at the 3 o'clock hour, y'all already know y'all can go back and replay it. You know what I'm saying? But as of now, you know what I'm saying, we on part 2. In the night, like I told y'all, man, we're gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about Lil Uzi Vert, his Eternal Take 2. If y'all in the comments, man, y'all tap in the comments. Let us know how y'all feel about that. We're gonna tap in the Kodak Black new album a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying, tapping in on to see how y'all think about it. And we also, like I said, man, I ain't big on political talk, like y'all already know that, but OG wanting to hop into it, so we're gonna get into it, get it real spicy. And y'all already know, man, the election is Tuesday. So why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, get on here and talk about it, because like I said, we don't we got the King Tell show on Monday, but y'all know that's strictly sports, so I already know King Tell ain't gonna tap into that. So this gonna be the last time that we see y'all before Thursday, so why not, you know what I'm saying, talk about it on the live show tonight since we live. So we got a Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying, talk. Not really the debate, you know what I'm saying, just talk about it, you know what I'm saying, enlighten y'all about, you know what I'm saying, what's going on and who talking about what, you know what I'm saying, who sound crazy, who don't, you know. So a little political talk with DJ Purfiya, you know what I'm saying. I know y'all gonna rock with that one for sure, man. So hey, let's go ahead and get it started. First up on the docket, man, I want to tap in with this one first. We got that little Uzi Vert, Eternal Take album. Let me bring it up real fast.
Yeah, I got a chance to listen to that before. Feeling
Think
it.
about it,
Man,
so
hey,
far.
like
I
I said,
know you
I
ain't
got to go through
so
some more of the
far, but
songs, but I think it's good. Like, I was a little like bop into it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
Yeah,
I like music that makes me bop.
I know. He one of those SoundCloud rappers. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the new age kids and everything. But I feel like Lil Uzi Vert, like a staple out here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he one of the young rappers that's really carrying the torch as far as like his own little
Oh yeah,
SoundCloud.
definitely.
Yeah, in the wave that he got. Definitely like what it is, 16 track album. He got 3 videos on here. I'm looking at the Apple Music playlist right now. They got 16 tracks, three of them on here is videos, so it make up the 19 tracks. Um I think my favorite song on here really is that I like the She Stank, like a good little bop. The Perky Sets was okay. But like I said, man, it's a 19 track album, so it's gonna take me like at least a day or two to real deal get into it. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all know what I think about it. Y'all already know I'm gonna give y'all a good GSTV music review. But definitely, like I said, man, definitely shout out to Uzi. He been like I think we talked about him on the live show like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was like, man, Uzi, man, he been a little quiet, but definitely shout out to Uzi. I don't know if y'all seen the trailer. We're gonna bring up the trailer, let y'all see this trailer real fast, just to give y'all a little hindsight of what he went at through this album. Y'all know Uzi, they call him Baby Pluto. So basically he be like, you know what I'm saying, his music is out this world. So shout out to Uzi, definitely doing this
Yeah,
thing,
definitely.
going out with City Girl JT, you know what I'm saying? JT from Florida. So definitely shout out to her. So we're gonna show this little 1 minute trailer and then I guess we'll talk about it a little bit on the other side. But and I love the way he be doing his visuals and stuff too, man. He real deal
Oh
be
yeah,
having
even
the
his like single. Yeah, like he always has like definitely like some flashy graphics and whatnot.
right, yeah. I like how he be promoting his stuff, man. So I know he
Yeah,
be
yeah,
putting some
definitely. Oh,
money behind it too.
oh yeah. And I always liked his outer space stuff. Matter of fact, one of the songs I liked on the new album was called Light Year.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, real thoughtful. I love how he be having his rollouts and stuff, man. Definitely hard.
Yeah, very artistic.
Yeah.
So how much did it cost?
Definitely, man. Shout out to that boy Uzi doing this thing for sure. Like we said, the Turner and Take 2 is out now. So if y'all want some new music, it came out this morning. So if y'all want some new music to update y'all playlist, man, y'all make sure y'all go tap in with Lil Uzi Vert. So next up on the docket, man, we got that Kodak Black. Y'all already know, man. Me and DJ Purfiya, you know what I'm saying? We out here in Florida, so why not? You know what I'm saying? Have a Florida artist, you know what I'm saying, on the docket. And talk about Kodak
Yeah.
Black new album, which was a surprise because I didn't even know he was dropping the album. I had done made the new music flyer and all, and here he come dropping the surprise album
Yeah, yeah, that was out of nowhere.
out of nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't know until you said something. I honestly, until you said something, I didn't know nothing about it. It's
Yeah, yeah,
like came
that's
out of
crazy.
nowhere.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Kodak Black, man. I think my
Yeah.
favorite song on the album so far is the first song on there. He real deal. I like the beat, you know what I'm saying? He's talking about real life experiences. If y'all already know it, his
Hmm.
car had caught on fire. So the
Yeah.
catch on fire is the name of the song. So it's like a play on words. So definitely shout out to Yak. You tapped in with it. I don't know if you heard it or not.
No, I did a little bit Uzi, a little bit of Kodak tonight. So I remember the song Harlem Night. That was pretty dope. I mean, I might be a little biased coming from New York. That was a good dope track. He definitely like I like Kodak Black overall. Like he's consistent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he of course got his loyal followers, hardcore fan base, and I mean, yeah, he talks about his life, good and bad.
Right.
He definitely keeps it real from, everything I've heard. And one thing I'm gonna tell you, like, I've never got a chance to work with him, but what I did like was even back when he was in jail the first time. Now this is back like 2016, 17, give or take. Like I was in contact with his people for another promoter, and
Yeah.
they were staying on top of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they knew he was in jail, but they were staying on top of stuff, like getting back and forth, whatever. And they even reached out to me when I was in New York when Painting Pictures came out. And I got a
Yeah.
chance to go to the release party for Painting Pictures up in New York. And I'm gonna tell you, when I saw the amount of people that was there for Painting Pictures, and I'm talking about they sold out 3 shows for this release show or for this release party, and I was like, damn, there's this many people in New York City to see Kodak Black. Yeah, he's going somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You couldn't even say he was just gonna be a Florida rapper. It was amazing to see, what he's done in the past like 10 years.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to that boy Kodak Black, been doing this thing. One of the top artists still out here in Florida. If y'all know, man. That Kodak when Kodak first jumped out here on the scene, y'all know that wave was crazy. He had everybody going crazy, no flocking. I mean, everybody's still rocking with Yak now, but I feel like we got more artists now in Florida that's going crazy, like Rod Wave, one of the top artists out here in Florida. So but definitely shout out to Kodak Black.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 8-track project. No features as of that I've seen. Like you said, he had the Harlem Nights on there to Catch Fire. 2 tracks on the first, actually the first 2 tracks. So definitely shout out that boy Kodak Black for sure doing this thing, man, and putting on for Florida for sure. But moving along, man, like we said, man, we're gonna have a good little political talk. Like we said, we got the debate coming up on Tuesday. You got Kamala Harris, you got Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump, my bad, VP Kamala Harris, then former President Donald Trump. Going head to head on Tuesday, man. I'm pretty sure I already know a few people done been early voting. Yo, brother, my co-host King Tell tapping in with us. Shout out to my brother. Y'all already know the King Tell show on Mondays. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with my brother. Y'all already know how we get live on Thursdays at some weekly live show. Y'all already know what it is. What's happening, brother? But yeah, man. Like we said, man, the election coming up this Tuesday. Kamala Harris, Donald J. Trump, a lot of stuff, a lot of shots being thrown from both sides. If y'all want to talk about the media ways, but I feel like a lot of talks, what I'm saying, it's been going on now, starting to ramp up. A lot of people talking about it, so why not, what I'm saying, have somebody on here like DJ Purfiya, who's, what I'm saying, a key, what I'm saying, with the history and everything. So we're gonna talk about it a little bit. So we're gonna start off with Donald J. Trump. How you feel about Trump? You know what I'm saying? I was looking at the polls. I was looking at the polls not too long ago, and they got them neck and neck. How you feel about that? It's crazy, ain't it?
Man, look, I'm expecting, like many people out there, that what's going to happen on Tuesday is going to be very, very close. If whether it be Trump or Kamala, if one of them does a landslide, then oh man, everything's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because what the hell? But right now, we're looking at what's going to be one of the most contentious elections ever. People thought 2020 was contentious. No, like look, I hope I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm wrong with everything that I think is going to happen in the next few months. But I'm gonna tell you, if you look and see what happened after 2020 with that election and what happened on January 6th, this election is going to be contentious. The only way it's not going to be contentious, or at least not as contentious, is if whoever loses, Trump or Kamala, says, "Hey, I lost. Congratulations to the other, winner." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, there's going to be people that's not going to accept the win no matter what. That happens every election. But this country's so polarized right now, it's getting worse. You know, it's gonna be crazy. And I'm gonna tell you right now. I hope if Trump loses again, like he did in 2020, I hope he does tell his people, "I lost." That's it. You know,
Yeah.
like
I ain't
let's
gonna
get back
lie,
to when. Let's when.
Purfiya,
You know, I just feel like. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Now I was saying, man, I think, man, with the way that it's going down, with Biden slipping down, and the Democrat Party bringing Kamala Harris up. I don't know how many days it was until she got, you know what I'm saying, put her in the front for the Democratic Party, but man, I'm looking at it as if it was only this much time for her to get prepared and then she get up there and win, man, these Trump supporters gonna go crazy, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? But that's what happens when, you know, people aren't understanding like all the facts, you know? It's not all about opinions. I don't know why people think politics is everything about opinions, because there are facts to it. All right. Now let's look at the economy. You know, because that's the number one thing on everyone's mind. Like everything I look at is always about the economy, always about immigration. All right.
People want that
now,
money.
If you look at the economy, yeah, exactly. No, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you broke, whether you middle class, whether you rich, everybody looks for the money. You know what I'm saying? That's a given. You know. And I'm looking like, okay, but if you want to know what happens with the economy, you know, if you want to know the causes and effects, you go out and find out. Don't listen to a politician, especially one who is going to lie and say whatever they want to get back into the office. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to listen to those type of people. Yeah, you don't. You want to listen to the people who are working every day in the economy. You know, not working like, you know, you work in the economy. You know what I'm saying? People, anybody is working in the economy. But I'm talking about the people that know what supply and demand is, what caused the inflation. You know what I'm saying? There are apolitical people out there that will tell people the truth. You know what I'm saying? Professionals and experts. Now, people might say, well, these people have been indoctrinated. These people have been, you know, paid off and whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go down that rabbit hole, it's a messy rabbit hole, you know, because anybody can be bought off, you know. And then let me ask you this. If you're going to deny the information that comes to you, right, and you want to say no, well, how are you going to ever trust anything ever again? Because like you could sit there and say, well, this person's always lying, this person's always lying, but and then you're going to say, well, everyone's lying. That's unhealthy, you know. And other people say, well, you can never trust anybody. No, that's unhealthy, you know. So people need to start trusting, you know, especially the people that's in the fields of study. You know, a mechanic. If I need help, you know, doing something with a car, I'm gonna go to a mechanic. I'm gonna go to an auto expert. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to anyone else that has nothing to do with cars. Even if I knew they know how to change the oil, I'm not gonna ask them how to, you know, rebuild the whole engine.
Nowadays, people getting on Facebook and asking Facebook instead of looking up for themselves. I'll be like, come on, man, this is something that you could have went on Google and seen, or went on fact check and seen what's up. Like, I'll just get on Facebook and ask. Like, man, people and a lot of people on Facebook don't be knowing stuff. So that's why I always say, man, if you want to know something, man, go get it fact checked for real.
Yeah, exactly. You got to fact check it, man. Like, if I tell people fact check me, I don't care. You know what's funny? All throughout my career, I tell people, Google me, check my resume. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, I'm not saying that people lie. You know what I'm saying? But there's a way to see if that person's lying or what they're lying about or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. Just check. We have this tool right now in our generation, in our society, that you can check. And you can search all this information. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to be 42 years old in December. I remember when you decided to go to the library and look in the card catalog and look for the card about the book that you want and go to the book. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have computers. I couldn't use websites to use for like my you know, site sources and whatnot on my papers until like 11th or 12th grade. Everything before that was you had to read a book and you had to cite the source of the book, the page, the author, everything. You know what I'm saying? That was the fact checks back then. You know, and then you go to Wikipedia, you look at Wikipedia, there's sources. That's why I don't understand people say Wikipedia lies, because anyone could edit it. Well, if you look and see, one, you can look see who edited it, and then two, there's sources. So ask the question, find the source. Do
So
everybody right now, honest to God, could be a journalist and could be an investigator because you have the information at literally the tip of your fingers.
fact. That's true. That's true. So my thing is, what I want to ask is, I know you more up to date on this than me. What you think about the people that's out here saying like Kamala Harris is the main, since we're talking about a company, Kamala Harris is the one. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump is the ones that, you know what I'm saying, cause the inflation is what it is right now. What you got? What you think about when people say that? Because I don't know if she really, not me. I don't know if she have or not, but I haven't really seen her tap bases on that yet. But maybe I'm wrong.
Well, here's what happened. So, everybody knows we went through the, COVID and pandemic. Now, if you go back to even articles from 2020, and economists back then was saying that, the inflation is going to come because of how everyone was getting money back into, all the stimulus checks with what. Just long story short, because I'm not an economist. Here's the thing: I'm not an economist. I'm not trying to sit here and say what numbers and what I'm just saying is like, if you go back and see that, the cause and effects. It happened, during Trump's administration because of the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Now, What happened is we had an economic crisis, and it just so happened that Joe Biden won the 2020 election, and it was a change of power. So he inherited a bad economy. So no matter who, put it like this: if Trump won in 2020, he would have had the same things going. He could sit there and lie and say about, he was going to do things differently. You know what? He might have did a couple things differently. But if you check at the end of the day, guess what? The president, the United States president, does not have direct control over the economy. All right? Every single person has more direct control over the economy. I mean, long story short, he can't, he can make executive orders. But at the end of the day, somebody can say, well, he's being too much of a dictator, because everybody loves to use that word. Too much of a dictator, making the executive power say, hey, I'm going to tell Walmart, you can't have this price over this price. You know what I'm saying? You know what they're going to call him? A socialist or a communist. So honest to God, there was no way for this economy to bounce back except for the way we did it. Because any other way, again, economists will give you, more details and whatnot. But from what I understand is it would have been a whole lot more laws against the corporations, and the corporations, don't get me wrong, I think corporations should, do, less than what they're doing as far as raising their prices and shit. But you already know that they're going to then, fight back, and it would be a mess. It'll be a mess. You know what I'm saying? So either way, you're going to see a mess. People were not going to be happy. But if you look and see where we at right now, walking into Tuesday, and you go and look and you say, you know what, I don't want to look at Fox News, I don't want to look at CNN. Okay, put those to the side. Go look at other sources. And right now, we're the number one economy. Inflation's down to, I might be off right now by like a couple of, point something, but at one point it was back down to like 2.9, 2.8.
Yeah.
And then the Fed took a while to fix the inflation, which the Fed actually has more influence on the inflation than the president. Congress, I think, maybe even has a little bit more power over that because, just how the structure of checks and balances work. But everyone says the president has the control over that. No, they can, I don't know, man. I don't know why people think that the president has direct control like that, over inflation and economy. And I'm sorry if no one's ever went to economy or economics class, American government class, and figured out checks and balances and all that. That's not what happens,
See, I would do a little research. I would do a little research.
You know what it is?
What's up? Talk to me.
Well, no, I'm not trying to cut you off by any means. You cut me off. But it's just, I'm putting it like this. Everyone needs to research. I research every day.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying like somebody can come back, hey, you're wrong about this. Okay, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's it. But I just feel like the ones who keep on repeating that, the president, caused the economy and all that, one, you're wrong off bat. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't blame the president. The president, it don't matter. Even the people that, if Trump would have won in 2020 and they would have turned around and blamed Trump, no, you would have been wrong still. Because the president does not control the economy like that. Point blank. you know, again, go research and see exactly the cause and effects of the economy. You know, and again, I'm not an economist. I'm not, you know, even me, I'm in the lower class, you know, saying like way low. And like, I'm not trying to talk about tax cuts and all that. That's, look, if you need tax cuts and you are making over $200,000 a year and whatever and all that, and yeah, go and see what works best and all that. I mean, granted and great, but look at the overall picture. You know what I'm saying? You had a guy sitting here saying that the economy was never going to come back. You know, he was going to fix the economy better and all that about the economy. But people just need to go, once again, turn on and look at the economy. Okay, now, this is an important factor right here. I know everyone's looking at the prices on the shelf about food, all right? But again, that's a factor of inflation. That's a factor of corporate greed and supply and demand and all that. But again, no matter who the president is, cannot make an executive order. He can, don't get me wrong, he can, but it would not be in the best interest of this country that the president makes an executive order saying, hey, Walmart, you can't charge more than $2 for a pound of meat. You know, it ain't gonna work. Because somewhere along the supply chain, someone's going to get mad. Someone's always going to get mad. You know why? Because people out there are greedy. Let's just call it for what it is. I mean, when they say that companies and corporations should not be, price gouging and raising prices and stuff like that, I don't know. Like, it's like during a hurricane, you don't want, paying for $1 bottle. You don't want to pay $3 for that same bottle. You know, that's price gouging. You know, especially $10 for that $1 bottle. Yeah. You know, and all like Kamala and Joe Biden was saying was, telling the corporations don't price gouge and all that. But again, there's corporations, people within those corporations, and people that make money off those, bad decisions of, raising the prices of their voters too. So you can't piss them off too much. You know, presidents have to walk on eggshells, point blank period. You know, you got to try to appease everybody. You got to try to, make everybody happy because you want everyone's vote. You know, you want to be, you want to serve those 8 years, not just 4 years. You know, you don't want to go down as the worst president of United States history. Nobody does. Not whether Joe Biden, Donald Trump. Nobody wants to go down as the worst president in U.S. history, which right now is not Donald Trump, is not Joe Biden. If you look at your history, it's Franklin Pierce and all these guys that, lived back in 1800s. And you could ask historians about that. You know, some of these guys that came before Abraham Lincoln were like a little bit more worse than Donald Trump. And I hate to say it like that, but they were, so they're nowhere near the bottom, but nobody wants to be near the bottom. So they got to try to appease everybody. Right. And again, if you look at everything with the economy, like it just doesn't add up to anything he was saying about what was going on. Yeah, you can sit there and say, hey, look, price of bread is more expensive. Price of chocolate is more expensive and all that. Housing and all that. Yes, things are more expensive. But the president doesn't, control just that. So, that's why everybody just have to go and find the facts and all that. And again, if Trump's the best, thing for the economy in your head, hey, I'm not here to change people's mind. I'm just trying to make sure people are looking at the facts because we're walking into a really bad situation no matter who wins. Because people are not going to be happy once again. Because too many, it's like too many people are being pessimistic. It's like, no matter, if you are in a, let's call it for what it is, a cult, and you're only going to listen to what that person says, only what that person says, you're only going to believe what that person says. And you're never going to look at that other side of the situation. You're never going to look at the other side of the house or the other side of the lawn and see that the situation is not what that person says.
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
True. And I'm going to tell you, like, George Washington wasn't a fan of political parties. That's why if you look back, he was an independent. I think this is the perfect example of why political parties don't work, because it became a mob, and it's funny, if you look that up, I can't remember which of the founding fathers, might have been Adams or Jefferson, said that, with the political parties, you're going to have eventually like some kind of like mob mentality, and what's going on right now. And there's people, don't get me wrong, there's people who, no matter what anything Kamala says, no matter what anything Joe Biden says, no matter what any Democrat says, they're always going to, listen to that, and I tell those people, well, hey, look, look at different things. I'm more of a moderate, I was NPA for 20 years, which is non-political affiliation. You know, only reason I'm actually registered Democrat is because I was going to do some, some work, and they said you got to switch over to Democrat, and I had to do some community service for some probation stuff, and that didn't work out. But I'm registered Democrat right now. But I'm telling you right now, if you give me a political test of where I fall on the spectrum, I'm more of a moderate. You know, because I have some conservative ideas, I have some liberal ideas, but I look at things face value, and I also again check to see who's telling me the truth and who's telling me the lie. Kamala Harris lies because she's a politician. Joe Biden lies because he's a politician. Trump lies because he's trying to get his job back, and because the man can't even be honest about him losing or anything else about anything that's been going on for the past 4 years. Now, if you want to talk about his whole career, his even going back to Central Park 5 and what he did back then, lying about that, like, I mean, we could sit here and have a 2-hour conversation, but I'm not even trying to go there. But if you just look at the past 4 years, Jesus, like, this man has been disingenuous about so much, which it's crazy, man. Like I'll tell you, like I'm mind blown by some of the things that he says that people believe. It's like believing
they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
Bro, don't get me started on that one. Don't get me started on that one, bro. Because listen, I have friends when I was in Port Charlotte, right, that were Haitian, and I remember them smacking the crap out of people when they said that, oh, you eat cats and you eat pets and all that, right? And I'm sitting there like, when bro, the day before the debate was when JD Vance came out with that tweet or whatever that said about the pets being eaten in Springfield or whatever. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, what? Did the person that's going to be vice president really just say this? So the next day, I'm sitting there, I'm watching the presidential debate, and sure enough, Trump says it out of his mouth.
Speaking of JD Vance, and it's crazy how a lot of stuff be working too, because just last year, JD Vance was calling Trump almost close to what he was calling like him a Hitler or something like that, and all of a sudden, you get appointed to be his VP. Now all of a sudden, he the best man in the world. Like that, it's crazy. Nikki Haley, another one.
Man,
she was on the Breakfast Club earlier this year talking about how bad Trump is, this and that. He's not for women and all this, and now just a couple days ago, you endorsed him. Like, I'm like, man, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, look, it's like DeSantis, Vivek, which Vivek blew my mind when he, bent over and kissed the ring, because he's talking about the truth. Bro, dude, what the hell you know about the truth if you can't sit there and tell your own person that you co-signing that he's not telling the truth? You know what I'm saying? Like, so Vivek confuses me. Like, Elon confuses me too, don't get me wrong, but Vivek Ramaswamy confused the hell out of me when he went and co-signed Trump. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like they always sitting there talking. Don't get me wrong. I know the primaries, just like Kamala was talking bad about Biden when they were running against each other in 2020. That's going to happen in the primaries. But if you sit there and you know the truth about what happened, but you still want to sit there and co-sign this man that has been so like detrimental to this country in the past 4 years, and then you want to pick party over country, I don't want to call you a hypocrite, but I kind of want to dip my toe in that water. You know what I'm saying? Because something's not adding up. And let me just say this real quick. What JD Vance said about Trump about a few years ago when he called him the American Hitler. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say that he's Hitler, because I'm not trying to make a gross comparison and say that this man is capable of doing what Hitler did throughout his career, because anyone that studied Hitler and anyone that knows what Hitler did, like that man, I hope he is rotten in hell, and the devil is shoving pineapples up his ass like they show in Little Nicky. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. That man was the devil incarnate. Donald Trump's Hitler comparison is more or less coming from his political ideology, his populism, and what happened in Germany leading up to World War II, leading up to Hitler's genocide and all that he started. People need to understand that in the 1920s, which is 100 years ago, that Germany lost World War I in 1917, 1918, and they were smacked with like basically like the Ottoman Empire, crumbled after that. The Austrian-Hungary Empire crumbled after that. So Germany was left pretty much as the loser that was there to pick up the rest of the debt and pick up the rest of every blame and all that. So Hitler looked at it as like a what do we call it, like a betrayal that Germany surrendered in the first place. And then he looked at it like, well, now you just gave my country a big ass bill, and this is not good. This is not saying like we're gonna go fight this again. And of course, right away he started blaming the Jews. But what happened was Germany did go into a depression right after World War One. So he was able to bounce on some of the people's fears that what was going on in the economy. And he was sitting there pointing fingers of, hey, you want somebody to blame? Look, you can blame the Jews. You can blame the immigrants, the other immigrants. You can blame Catholics. He was like, at some point he started blaming gypsies and blaming Romanis and blaming pretty much everybody for everything, Of course, everyone, remembers the Jews because of the Holocaust, and, over 6 million perished. But what was going on was he was using the fear tactics to get people to come to his side to, get him in power. That's what he wanted. And at the time Germany had the, they had I can't remember if it was a prime minister or chancellor or something. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was a president. So after World War I, they had a president. And Hitler was trying to get the Nazi party to become just another party that was going to have a say in politics. And he basically was just, again, giving people giving people fear. Vote for us because we're going to, get us out of the bad economy that came out of World War One. All right, well, here's the problem. After World War One, the United States was giving loans to Germany that was helping Germany bounce back and getting their economy good. They call it the Weimar Republic. But at the same time, because Hitler's being an egomaniac, he's trying to get back, he's trying to get into power. He's basically just, again, using fear. Well, over time, people just, at one point, I think it was, I can't remember what year was the election. He was only getting like something like 1% of the vote in Germany. People were looking at like, no, the economy's good. Everything's good. What are you talking about, crazy man? So fast forward to 1929, and the stock market crashes all around the world. The Great Depression happens, and Germany once again becomes broke, and just everything flounders. Now, a lot of people started looking at Hitler as the savior, as the prophet, as the whatever you want to call him. That, hey, this guy over here was saying, you can't trust this. This is going to crumble. We need to, bring everything back to Germany. We need to, because that's what he was about during 20. He was like, everything needs to be back into Germany. Everything needs to be, pro-Germany, this, that, and other thing, because we don't want, other countries holding our economy hostage. And yeah, the economy, crashed over here in America, and the world economy crashed because that's how the stock market works. So yeah, in a sense, he was right about that. That's nationalism, all, but what happened afterwards when they started, calling him the savior, and he started implementing more power and more influence, and then he started like really, showing people his true colors, and that's when Hitler became what we all grew up in knowing, Hitler. So I understand when people don't want to say that Trump is not Hitler, because he's not Hitler in the sense of what Adolf Hitler did himself in actual history. But again, look at the comparisons. And look at what was going on in Germany in the 1920s, in the 1930s, and how he got to power, And here's the scary part: is even if Donald Trump isn't like the worst of the worst of the worst, he's validating people that do look at Hitler as a best choice. You know what I'm saying? There's people, bro, through my lifetime, I never understood something, is how people can look at someone like Adolf Hitler and think that this man is a role model. And you unfortunately have people that look at, maniacs like that as a role model. And those people unfortunately have ideologies that hate people based on their religion, based on their race, based on their whatever, Unfortunately, those people exist. And unfortunately, those people have the right to vote, which I know they're American citizens and they have the right to vote, But unfortunately, they think the way they think, and they always go with the people who, have that certain talk, that certain rhetoric, that certain, hate speech and, bigotry and misogyny, For some reason, they're always drawn to those type of people. So unfortunately, yes, there are some people that would, in fact, because you see them waving their flags, true and true, they still rock the Nazi flag. I don't, it's just like how people can rock the KKK still in this day. I don't get it. I really and truly don't understand and get it that these people still think that what the KKK did, what the Nazis did, is anything remotely good. So you got to call for what it is. You got to call the kettle black. And yes, there are Hitler sympathizers, Nazi sympathizers that are Trump supporters. Okay. Now, if somebody wants to refute that, I don't know why you would, because there's literally people out there with boats that have the Trump flag, the Confederate flag, and the Nazi flag all on their boat, all outside their house, all on their truck.
It's crazy,
so
man. It's the world.
It is crazy.
Yeah, it's the world we live in, man. But like we said, it's like we said, man. Change gotta come. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, the election coming up on this Tuesday. Like we said, man, if you ain't registered to vote, I don't even know. Hey, can you register to vote now?
No, it's too late to register. I can't remember what the cutoff was. Yeah, it's too late to register. Anyone that's not registered just can't vote, unfortunately.
Yeah, but man,
so if you register, go out there and vote.
Yeah, if you register, go out there and vote. Like we said, election coming up Tuesday. No matter who you vote for, man, just like we said, man, do your research. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to stray you away from nobody. We just talking about what we believe in, who we believe in, you know what I'm saying, what we, believe in all this, man. So, like we said, man, we just had to have like a good talk. I feel like it was good to have this talk, you know what I'm saying, right before the election, man. So, hey, appreciate you for hopping on with me tonight. You know what I'm saying, DJ Purfiya. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, man, we could go on for this for more hours, man. But we ain't gonna keep everybody waiting. We know it's Friday night. We know it's y'all trying to go out there and parlay and mingle and everything. You know, basketball on right now. So, hey, man, appreciate y'all for rocking out with us. Appreciate you, DJ Purfiya, for coming out with me, man, and hosting the night with me, man.
Oh no, man! I appreciate you once again bringing me on, and like you said, we could have sat here and talked about this forever, and even talk about music. We sit here and talk music forever. So I definitely look forward to coming back on your show one day. And I just want to say something real quick. Is so many people right now at this point already know who they voted for and who they're going to vote for. Here's what I'm asking everyone: is whoever wins this election, please everybody just calm down. We don't need a civil war. Our country cannot go into a civil war, because then at the end of the day, we literally did not learn history. We did not learn from the past mistakes of everyone that came before us in other countries. So we just need to be more level-headed and understand that what's going to happen is going to happen. But please do not do political violence and all that. We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? We just don't need that in the United States of America.
Yeah, man, we definitely don't need that, man. So like OG said, man, hey, no matter who win on Tuesday, I don't even think it's gonna come out Tuesday. But no matter who win, probably Wednesday, Thursday, man. No political violence. You know what I'm saying? And just let it rock out, man. So like we said, man, appreciate you, DJ Purfiya, for rocking out with me. Like we said, can't wait to have you on again.
Yeah, appreciate you and everybody, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everyone tuned in, and shout out to everyone out there, young and old, Democrat, Republican, Independent, whatever, man. Shout out to y'all. Hey, it's the United States of America, like I said, man. We're gonna keep on rocking. We're gonna keep on rolling. And next week, we're going back to the music.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, DJ.
Yeah, anytime, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, we had that boy. I ain't gonna say that boy. I'm tripping. We had OG DJ Purfiya on here, man. Appreciate everybody for rocking out with us. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, we had a little good talk about the presidential election, Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump, election Tuesday. Y'all go out there and do y'all thing. This show was sponsored by Taste One Boy Peanuts. Like we said, we had a good talk all day. Like we said, we started off with the Young Thug. We went to Tyler the Creator, switched to Megan Thee Stallion. We started talking about Lil Uzi Vert, Kodak Black, and then as y'all see, we ended off with Kamala Harris. King Tell show coming up Monday. Y'all already know, man. Sports already kicked off for this weekend, man. So y'all already know my boy gonna have a good slate. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. Y'all already know sorry ass Florida State played Duke. I think they played Duke or somebody. So y'all already know he gonna be on here again crying on Monday with Norvell giving him another L. And y'all already know my Clemson boys finna put belt to ass. Who we play? I'm tripping. We play hold on, wait, I'm tripping. We play hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Oh, we play Louisville. I ain't gonna lie, Louisville, they could catch a little firepower, you know what I'm saying? But we finna put belt to ass on them, so we ain't worried about them. So but yeah, man, depending on how it's going, man, I'll probably pop out on y'all and pop out with my boy King Teb and you know what I'm saying, just to get on there and troll. But like I said, man, appreciate everybody for rocking out with us. Go follow us on everything, Xtraa Media. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on Apple Music, Spotify, Xtraa Media Weekly Live Show. Y'all can follow me on all platforms, Jizz TV _. Y'all already know it, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking out with me. Yeah.